Hi, I'm Louis Raymond. So, why do I love gardening? I found it was so much fun. And then I found out that so many of these plants were really unusual, it was new for me. And then I found out that it worked. I was so thrilled about it. And whether it's designing landscapes for wonderful clients or helping local community gardens teach people how to grow food, I'm always thrilled. Oh my God, this is the Rube Goldberg of the composters.
Hey, but it really works.
And it's aerobic too. I love it that gardening goes everywhere. It's not just about beauty. It's not just about edible. It's getting into politics and economics and history. I'm curious about everything in the garden. Who knew bees had tongues, let alone short ones? I can't wait to share it all with you on my video website. Or, ta-da! On the upcoming show, Garden Variety with Louis Raymond and Friends. Here's something else really cool. This is a subtropical tree called a bean tree. Could this be any redder? Are we vibrating enough here? Action. This crown of thorns, I never see anything pollinating it. Bees, bugs, butterflies.
No.
It's a mystery. Honey, what's pollinating you? Tell us. Take a cue from these garden spheres. They look so heavy. Ugh. But they're not. Faux. How tall do you want your wall to be? My wall is 10 feet tall. I'm a tall guy. I'm looking right through my frame, so you can see I've got a hole to fill here. Now, the great thing about lindens is the branches are really flexible. I can just take the branch and twirl it around my guide wire, and it will stay all by itself. This is only 16 inches deep, so I'm already touching bottom. And nothing's biting me yet. See? Now you're a TV star. How's that?
Makeup flying in. Okay, let's go.
We're in the middle of a pretty big construction site. My clients needed a lot of action in a 2-acre meadow adjacent to their house. There's a swimming pool, there's an orchard, there's a pool house, vegetable garden, cutting garden, amazing geometry. And we're gonna head right into one of the most remarkable things, I think, is this mammoth vegetable garden. These are people who love vegetables in general and tomatoes in particular. I said, well, now tell me, how many tomato plants do you normally grow? And she said, oh, 70. And I said, well, how much tomato sauce is that? Well, this is what we've taken to call the berry folly. One thing you might want to grow in your vegetable garden is raspberries, blueberries, grapes, cherries. Birds will just pick those right off the plant before you even get a chance to harvest them. So you need to give them a net. This is going to have steel mesh on it. It will look like a shimmering focus to the landscape and also give pretty good grapes. Just because we want to have fun in our lives, right in the middle we'll have a chandelier. I think my berries need to be lit by a chandelier also. Don't you? So to own a bit of ground, to scratch it with a hoe, to plant seeds and watch the renewal of life, this is the commonest delight of the race.
On our community gardens, we have 200 families who are growing food for their families.
The amount of life that they have packed in this little 3/4 of an acre is really great. I just think that growing food is a beautiful thing.
If you grow food, then you don't have to buy food.
There's an economical benefit to it.
Our neighborhood here has a median household income of about $16,000 a year. So the food that's grown here is really significant in terms of incremental building of wealth, which is the way in which society is transformed.
We're radicals at City Farm.
It's like that old saying that you can give somebody a fish or you can teach them to fish.
So, yeah, what else do you want to know?
Why do people garden? Well, just look. This is too scary even for me. Farfugium japonicum. It's almost like a benediction. Here we are, maritime New England. The boats are bobbing, the lobsters are lobbing. So while the bees are in it for the food, the flowers are in it for the sex. This episode is called Mow and Blow. Lawn in America. Getting potted, containing your gardening urges. We'll have Manhattan reimagining a townhouse garden. Good morning. I'm Louis Raymond. And it is a good morning, not just because I have a cup of coffee, but because I'm here in my garden. Every morning I can, when the weather's warm, I come out, check on how everybody's doing. Things are a little, always a little too suspenseful in the wider world. In my garden, I have a better sense of what's going on. I can be the nurturing force. So I do good here in this small place, so it gives me enough juice to get out there and do good in the wider world later on.